Welcome back, everybody, to the His and Hers podcast, episode 40. I'm David Cisneros here with my beautiful wife, Nikki Glamour.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back.
Hope everybody had a great and safe Halloween.
Yes.
Hope you got drunk or got a lot of candy or whatever it is you want to do.
Damn.
I hope you did that.
Yeah.
But it was a Sunday. A lot of people probably had work Monday, so.
Yeah, no, everybody was getting down on Saturday, though.
Yeah.
Showing off their Halloween costumes early.
Oh, yeah, Saturday was. Oh, yeah, one of the costumes we were kind of ripping apart, you said started getting popular.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Velma one.
So, so you guys know the last episode we were like rating Halloween costumes. And we rated this costume so low, right? And then all over my Instagram, like all of a sudden, you guys, it was that same fucking costume, like legitimately the same one. And it was like big Instagrammers that were, and like influencers that were wearing this costume. And I was like, oh, fuck. And then there was like two of them that were friends that were wearing the same outfit. And like, they were like, why have one when you can have two? And it was the fucking outfit. And I was like, oh, shit. And then there was a whole other girl. And I was like, fuck.
Dang, you can even comment and be like, nice costume.
No, I can't even be like, oh my God, you guys look so cute. Because like I have a podcast where I'm like, no, that's a fucking one.
Nah, fuck this. That costume is fucking terrible.
They rocked it, you know? They definitely rocked it. And now I feel bad. And I was like telling David, I showed David, and he was like, no way. And I think you thought that I was like generally speaking, it was the same costume. No, it was the same.
No, it was the exact one.
Costume.
It's like they watched our episode and then they're like, oh.
They were like, this bitch, I'm going to show her.
Ooh, I kind of like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you weren't even allowed to speak on it.
Nope. Couldn't even do nothing. But anyways, we had a really good time on Halloween.
Yep.
I was Gamora and David was Star-Lord.
Yes, sir.
I think that was our first couple costume.
I think it was actually, it was, yeah.
It definitely was. In 10 years that we've been together, that was the first time that we actually dressed up together.
Well, because like usually, I don't know, we don't really think about Halloween a whole lot coming up. We kind of been thinking about it a little bit more in the last couple of years because of the kids.
Yeah.
And I think we've been more focused on the kids' Halloween costumes. But this year, we were actually thinking about it early enough to where we were like, what should we be?
Yeah.
Originally, we were going to be Lucifer and then Chloe from the show Lucifer.
No, not Chloe. What's
Chloe.
her name? No, I didn't want to be Chloe because she was too basic.
That's right. That's right. You wanted to be Mazikeen.
Mazikeen.
That's right. Yeah. She's going to be Mazikeen.
Either way, I was going to be wearing some leather pants.
Yeah, some black leather.
Yeah, you know?
But
I wanted to do something badass.
We kind of... I just didn't know if it was going to be like recognizable.
I think it would have, but
I don't know how many people watch Lucifer.
Yeah, no, I think our costumes came out way better. There's a picture right here. David, don't forget to put it in. There's a picture of us right here in our costumes. Yeah, and then our kids were Lilo and Stitch. You guys, it was the cutest thing.
Which is fitting.
Yeah, so fitting.
I was trying to walk Mila down the street and I was like, come on. She's like, no. Like Lilo on like Lilo on Lilo and Stitch. Yeah. Like, is that yes? Is that no, you don't want to leave, or no, you understand? She's like, no. Just slams her head on the floor.
Yeah.
That's what Mila was trying to do on the street, on the sidewalk, and people were behind us. And she's like, come on. No.
Well,
I was like, don't make me drag in front of these people.
At first, Ezra didn't want to wear his his Stitch hat. Yeah. But as soon as he saw that we were going to go for a walk and get candy, he was like, okay, fine. But he was definitely giving us some issues about his Stitch hat. But they had so much fun. And then afterward, so there's this place called Meow Wolf. And I first learned about it when my sister-in-law was going to have her bachelorette party in Vegas. And so, me and her bridesmaids were looking for different events to go to while we were out there. And they have a Meow Wolf, and I thought it was so cool. So we got some tickets. I ended up not going on this trip, unfortunately, and I was so sad because I really wanted to go to this place because it looks so cool. Well, as luck would have it, Denver also has a new Meow Wolf here.
Yeah.
So the minute that I found out, we got us tickets, and so after the kids went to bed for Halloween, my mom stayed here with them, and David and I took off to Meow Wolf. Just he and I had like a little date night, had some tacos out there, which their tacos were really, really good.
Surprisingly, yeah, they were pretty good.
And if you've never been to Meow Wolf or you don't know what it is, definitely look it up and see if you have one near you because it is so trippy and it's like really, really fun. And there's different rooms and like it's a immersive experience, and it's also with local artists like in your city. So it was a lot of fun.
Some trippy shit, man.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So we hope you guys had a great Halloween as well. And of course, I've been doing Glamourween on my channel, just nothing but scary story times and like conspiracy theory videos and stuff like that. So if you guys want to check that out, little shameless plug.
And of course, we had some drinks.
Yes,
we did have some drinks.
Yeah,
which actually made me think about that TikTok that you showed me.
Oh yeah,
about this guy saying that if a woman accepts drinks from another man and she's in a relationship, that's cheating.
Dun dun dun. I don't think he's ever gonna get these memorized, you guys. Never. Well,
one of those.
With that in mind, I guess I've cheated on you a lot, babe. Yeah. Fucking haters. Y'all are just haters. Nah, okay, look. You can go ahead and tell him because you're the one who put me up to it in the first place.
Oh, like Nikki's gonna act like she hasn't tried to pit me out for drinks at a gay bar.
That happened one time. But then the guy kept coming around and I was like, hey, bitch, he's mine.
That's too much now.
Yeah. So wait, let's start out with, are you okay with me getting drinks from other men?
Yeah, as long as I'm there, yeah, okay.
As long as you're there.
Yep.
So if you're not there, I'm not allowed to accept a drink from a man?
Nah, dudes are crazy.
Well, I have not done it when you're not there.
Because dudes are crazy. Because if you're there by yourself and you reject them, who the fuck knows what they're going to do. But if I'm there, they ain't going to do shit. So, and plus, I'm getting free drinks too.
So when did you first decide that it was okay for me to accept free drinks for the both of us?
The first time he brought me a free drink. I was like, what? She's like, yeah, this guy just gave me drinks. And so, like, he paid for these drinks. Like he didn't just hand them to her. Like, you were there when they ordered them and shit.
I was at the bar. He offered to pay.
She ordered 2 drinks and then just dipped out.
Yeah. Well, I was at the bar and he like came up next to me, trying to talk out this fucking game. And I was like, oh, hey. And David actually knew the DJ at the club. It's actually one of his really good friends. They might be starting a podcast together.
Oh, yeah.
But AJ was DJing and David
goes by Anthony. Okay.
Sorry. He's AJ, whatever. He was DJing and David was over there by the DJ booth and he could see me. And there was this guy that came up and I had already ordered our 2 drinks, David and I's. And the bartender came and gave it to me. And then that guy was like, let me take care of that for you. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. And I was like, oh, no, that's not, like, you don't have to do that. And he was like, no, like a pretty girl such as yourself should not be paying for her own drinks. And I was like, I mean, true. So I was like, well, this is for me and my friend. I was like, so thank you so much. And he was like, yeah, no, of course. Like, like say hey or whatever, like, when we start dancing. And I was like, okay. And I grabbed both of the drinks and I went over to the DJ booth and that guy saw me. And like I have the drinks and I just hand one over to David. And I was like, here you go. And David grabs it and just looks over at that guy. And that guy was like,
I was like, tight.
But he didn't say nothing.
No, I'm never like, Nikki, go get us free drinks.
No, he's more like at the movies, babe, go get us some
free because
popcorn.
I'll be sitting there, she'll be like, I'm going to go get some popcorn. I'm like, all right. And then she'll get popcorn and then she'll come back with like all this shit. She's like, I got these for free. I'm like, what? I was like, did you give me anything?
No, you didn't have to do the work.
I'm like, go back and give me some Starburst.
Tell him you forgot. Yeah. So
arguing in the movie.
You don't have an issue with it if you're there.
If I'm there, yeah.
Okay. So let's reverse the roles because this is kind of a big debate on TikTok right now because of this guy's video. And a lot of people, kind of say that if you do feel like it's cheating, you have like insecurity issues and you're insecure in your relationship and all that. And some men were like, if the roles were reversed, how would you feel? Which is a very valid question. So would I be fine with the woman buying you drinks? That is
a good question. Let me ask you that. Would you be okay if a woman bought me free drinks?
Yes and no.
Why does it have to be complicated? Yes or no?
Because women are complicated, David. That's why.
Yeah, look, we're gonna get to that in a minute. By the way.
Okay.
Because I got some questions that you need to answer and clear some shit up.
Don't threaten me. I have no problem.
Women are nuts. No offense.
So are y'all.
Well, yeah.
Okay. Well,
I'm not denying that.
Here's my reason behind that, because I really had to like ponder.
Yeah.
I would be fine with it because I am secure. I do trust you. I think it would depend. The way that I handle men when they come to me, like, I don't feel the need to like be super flirty and touching them and doing like the most.
Like, you think I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, and let her slap my ass and shit? Like, what do you think is gonna happen?
As long as you don't do that, as long as you handle them the way that I handle the men, you know, like don't go overboard giving them your number, like, you know, whatever.
Yeah, no, I'd be pissed if you did that. Yeah, that's
right. So just keep it surface.
It's just
now. Here's where I would say no. Mm-hmm. And every woman that has been in a club, y'all know I am not lying. It is hard enough to go in and out of a club without getting into a fight as it is. Now, men,
try it as a man.
If you, because I have done this so many times where I get drinks, I go directly to you. They see that the drink that they just bought went to a man, and when have they ever come up to you? When?
Oh yeah, no, that.
Okay, a woman, if you got drinks from her, it's on her dime. And she thinks that she just bought a fine ass man some drinks, and you came to me, gave me the drink, and me and her lock eyes. What you think gonna happen? That bitch is gonna come up to me and be like, I ain't buying for you, and say, stupid bitch. And then we're all of a sudden, you know, I gotta drop a hoe, and then
I gotta do is just lift some weights. You know, and then somebody
I'm
looks
just
at
trying
you
to relax. I can buy my own fucking drink. It's fine. So that, like, that's the difference between the situation. Like, women do not handle that well. Men, they see another man and they're like, oh shit.
They'll just take the L.
Yeah,
like,
they will, because then they're like, well, yeah, like I didn't ask.
The game's the game. Yeah, like that's.
But
on
a
you.
woman. And then she got her homegirls with her, and then her homegirls are like, did he just give that to that bitch? And then all of a sudden. So what you're saying is,
you guys are sore losers.
Yeah. When it comes to that, yeah. I cannot imagine that going any other way. So for that reason, that reason alone, I am not fine with you accepting drinks from women, because that is going to be a fight for me. Like, I already know.
That's a good point. That's a perspective I didn't think about. Because that's never happened to me.
Like, because the reason why I think that, I told a girl to stop grinding on David when I was dancing with him.
Okay, I didn't even know she was grinding on me, by the way.
And she got behind him and kept grinding on his back and his ass. Okay, so he's like in this sandwich situation, and he keeps like moving me up, and I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like, I keep getting bumped into. And I was like, oh. And then I like felt his body jerk, and I look behind him, and there's a girl legitimately, and she's like twerking on my man's back.
Okay, because here's what it is. So if you're a man in a club, and especially if you go with like your girlfriend or something, and you go to the club, you're pretty much just being a wall for you and your friends to dance.
Yeah.
While everybody walks by and just is constantly bumping into you.
But you can't tell the difference between somebody bumping up against you and somebody's ass.
It wasn't like rhythmic.
Yes, it was. I saw her.
But I just be getting bumped into all the time, and I don't even bother looking, because I'm just like, if I got into an altercation with every single person that bumped into me throughout the whole night, like, it would be. Why I don't even like going. Like, why would I even go?
Well, I ended up switching places with David, and so she starts like grinding on me without knowing, and then she turns around, gets pissed.
Wait, were those the girls that said they were gonna jump you?
Yes. And because I said something, I was like, don't do that. Like, don't do that. Because she got pissed when she turned around and she saw it was me.
That's right.
And so then I went to the bathroom, and when I came out, they were in there. I left, and my brother was a security guard at this club, and he overheard these girls planning on jumping me. Yep. After the club, her and her little 4 funky ass friends, because I told her, please don't grind on my boyfriend. Like, we had already been together for like fucking 6 years at this point.
Was that at Mint?
Yes.
Yeah, I hate Mint.
Anthony was DJing, and my brother was security. No, he wasn't DJing that.
Was he security? Because he did security there too.
He did security too. I can't remember if he was DJing that night, but either way, my peeps were there. So I was like, you stupid bitch. Like, these are all my fucking friends. You came into my motherfucking house.
Yeah, Mint was
don't be fucking trying it. Like,
Mint was like a ratchet ass club.
Yeah, but like all of our friends went there. Like, all of our friends went there.
Yeah, what does that say about our friends?
Look, and then Alex was there that night, your sister.
Did she?
She was there.
She
was there, and I was like, bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah. And my brother, Anthony, I was like, y'all got the wrong motherfucking one. But see how girls can
always a fucking thing.
You see? Like, it's like if you told a dude, don't be trying to dance with my girl. And he's like, I'm going to fucking jump you. Like, what? What? And then y'all immediately go to jumping. Y'all don't even like, you don't want to fight one-on-one. Like, I'll fight one-on-one. That's fine.
Yeah, no, usually, not for the most part, dudes, like, if they see a girl that's with a guy, they just move on.
Nah, girls, not that way. They see it as a challenge. They see it as a challenge. And then if you say, God forbid, you say anything or you put any boundaries in place, because all of a sudden you might get jumped. So that's why I'm like, don't be accepting no drinks from no girl. Don't do that, because I have been threatened for less.
Man, you guys are crazy. I'm just trying to chill, bro.
It's just feisty cattiness, man.
Why you guys gotta do that? Can't you chill?
I be trying to chill. I was minding my business. I was genuinely minding my business.
Me too. So I was getting violated. I didn't even know.
Yeah, and that's not the first time. Like when you were in Miami, some bitch grabs your hand.
Oh my God.
And then all of a sudden we're fighting. Me, her, and her friend, because her friend has something to say. And I was like, who the fuck was talking to you,
yeah, that was
bitch?
Wild.
And so like we're on the streets of Miami for our anniversary, might I add.
On our way to our dinner.
In broad daylight. And this girl for real just grabs his hand and tries to walk away with him.
I felt so violated.
And then she turns around. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And then here comes her stupid ass friend. She ain't got to be sorry for nothing. She can do whatever she wants to do. If she wants to grab his hand, I was like, whoa, wait a minute. So then.
Yeah. And then like me, and then like they had a dude that was in their group. So me and that dude were like.
Like looking at each other. He kept like laughing because I was like going at them.
Yeah, Nikki was saying some wild shit. So I had to grab her. I was like, let's go.
I was like, I will fucking fight you, stupid bitch. I'll go to jail in Miami today. I'll go today. And like that dude was I said something to her and he started cracking up.
We were both just like.
And the girl, like his friend, like looked at him and she was like, you think that's fucking funny? Like, fuck you.
Yeah,
and he was like, no, we need to go. We need to go. Like, you're acting crazy. And I was like, I was minding my business.
I just swooped Nikki up on one arm, like, let's go.
He did. I hate when he does that too. And he starts trying to like walk off. My feet are all off the ground. Like, it's not. I'm like, I'm trying to be like rough and tumble right now.
That's enough.
Yeah. And he was tall as fuck too. I was like, can you get your friends, your girl? I don't know who these are, because it was just two girls and one guy.
It was pretty crazy. It was funny. Minding
my business.
I just felt violated. I was just walking across the street, looking up. I was like looking at buildings, you know, like, oh, cool.
Nah.
And then like all of a sudden, like my arm just like I'm getting pulled in a whole different direction. She had a strong grip.
Like grabbed his. It
was crazy.
Being a woman
is
exhausting.
Like, damn, the fuck?
It's exhausting.
I don't ever go through that in Denver.
Oh, but do you remember when that guy tried to slap my ass over there on the 16th Street Mall?
I do.
And you like so slick.
Oh man, I saw it coming from like a mile away. We were walking, and like he is kind of like one of those weird dudes that is like, I don't know, maybe homeless and like.
Oh, he be walking around like he's listening to music, but he ain't got no music in.
Yeah, like he definitely on drugs.
Yeah. And
like he's walking up, so I'm ready to keep my eye on him, and it's dark. And sure enough, like I forget, I think he was walking on like this side of you, and like you're in between us. And like sure enough, as he walks past us, he comes back to like try to grab your ass. And I saw it, and I was like, just. You had no idea, so I was just like, I like swung like you around, and like his hand was like this on her ass, like,
like
and I had to look at him like, I look at him like, what the fuck, man? He was like, oh, just kept walking. I was like,
David was so smooth with it though. He was like, just let's turn you, and I didn't even know what was going on, and I was like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah,
he was like, that guy was trying to touch your ass. I was like, what?
Yeah, I saw that coming. I just knew it.
But David be getting like that silent mad. He be getting like real quiet and like just be like.
I'm just trying to chill, but somebody. Yeah. If I have to, you know.
Yeah. I guess that sums it up. So it's fine for me to get drinks from other guys, but not fine for you. I'm not insecure or nothing. I just don't feel like getting into a fight.
Double standards.
They will fight for anything. Y'all know it's true. Y'all know it's true.
I don't understand. Like if I just bat my eyelashes and get us some free drinks, like. Why say no?
No, because if the drink goes to me and she sees it, then the person that's going to be fighting is me, not you. So.
What if I just tell her I'm gay and you're my sister?
What?
Then you don't got to get in a fight, and we keep getting drinks.
So then if we start kissing, we always end up making out at the club. So then what? I can't make out with you because she's there thinking that you're gay.
Well, then we'll just say we're Chiefs fans. I don't.
Get out of here.
Problem solved.
Well, what the hell kind of questions do you have? I heard that you had some questions for me.
Yeah. So
they're threatening me.
I got some questions that are, you know, some misconceptions that men tend to have about women.
That must be a lot.
Well, I limited it to 10.
Okay. All right.
But I don't think you're going to be really expecting some of these questions. I think they're not like your typical questions like, if you ask, why don't women ever say what they want to eat when they're asked?
Oh, God.
It's not like those questions.
Okay.
Those are boring.
Oh, okay.
Those are boring. We're going to ask real questions.
Well, hit me with it.
Okay. We're going to go. All right. Question 1.
You're making me nervous.
Do women prefer men that other women find attractive and desire over men with zero interest from women? Or simply put, do women want a man that can get hoes over a man that can't? Let me rephrase that question. Do women prefer men that can get hoes over men that don't got no hoes?
No. It depends.
On what?
On like the personality of the guy that don't got no girls. Like, does he not because he's kind of a weirdo? Or is there a bunch of red flags like that? There's a question there. But maybe he's just an introvert. Maybe he just doesn't like, whatever. It's about figuring that out. But usually, just for the sake of, the question.
Or like me, I was a man of God. So,
Nah. He was literally talking to somebody else when he met me. Yes, he was. Oh. And she went to Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
And then by the time she came back, he was with me. So.
Snooze, you lose.
Generally speaking.
You snooze, you lose, baby.
I would say women like men that have girls. That like him. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Not girls that he's messing with, but
right.
interest from other girls. Yeah.
Yeah. You don't want something that nobody else wants.
Well, yeah.
If you go to the store and there's a bunch of
something
on the shelf, you're like, gotta be something wrong with that one.
Exactly. That's a good way to put it. Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. That one's not selling out. This one's selling out. I think I'm gonna have to try this one.
Well, I mean, let me phrase that question to you. Do men
you say about women?
Damn.
Yeah, no, for sure.
So you like women that other men want?
What? No. No, you can ask me that question next week. Oh. Next week we'll flip the roles.
I don't have any. Fine.
But this week, no. Okay. But to answer your question that I thought you were going to ask.
Okay, so the non-existent question.
Yeah, I think that's true.
Yeah, I think it's true.
Yeah, for sure. All right, question number 2. Do women like to be in a relationship solely to show it off on social media, or are they in relationships for the actual human connection?
Well, when we got together, social media wasn't huge. We're not fucking old.
Yeah, calm
okay?
down.
But it wasn't like it was now. We're talking about 10 years ago, bitch. Okay?
Yeah.
But nowadays, hell yeah. Bitches be getting into relationships all the time just to have them on their Instagram and their Twitter, or like just to kind of like create controversy, like they just had a breakup. Like to the point where girls
or for like cute pictures and shit.
No, but it gets to the point where like girls have a breakup. And then they'll get their best friend, who's a girl,
right?
Get her to dress up in guy clothes, wear heels so that she seems taller, and then like wear a hat.
No way.
And you can't really see her face, and it makes it look like she's with another guy. And then she posts it to make her ex mad.
What?
And it has worked.
Shut
it has
up.
worked. I've seen it on Twitter where like girls have like done this, and like their ex-boyfriends are texting them and they're like, really, you just already moved on? Like, fuck you. And like, yeah.
What?
So hell yeah.
No way.
Girls definitely do that shit for social media sometimes. Sometimes, not all the time.
That's psychotic.
Whatever, man.
that
like,
is
they're brokenhearted. Okay.
Man. You got your friend over here in the special effects and hair and makeup and shit. Fuck,
but
that's crazy.
Because she got like, if you pan the camera down a little bit, she got on heels.
That's too much.
And like a hoodie with a hat, like you just can't see, and they look like they're kissing, but they're really not. Yeah,
that's too far.
It's clever. I'll give them that.
That is way too
it's
far.
It's clever. Number 3.
If a woman doesn't text a man she's been talking to for hours, and then texts back the next day, sorry, I fell asleep, what was she really doing?
Definitely not sleeping.
Ooh.
Doesn't mean she was doing it like she could be doing it. But a lot more often times than not, no. What? I waited a long time to text you back in the day. When we first met, you got mad
but
at me.
you never hit me with, sorry, I fell asleep.
Yeah, no.
It wasn't that long.
I never hit you with that, but I do know some of my friends that have said that to dudes, and it's because, like, we went out to the club.
Getting the back blown out by somebody. Just cut your losses, my friend. Just cut your losses, my friend. Focus on you.
Whatever.
Anthony tweeted the other day, he goes, if your girl's at the Von Miller Halloween party this week, just focus on yourself, King.
Oh my God.
All these girls are all replying all mad. Like, really? I didn't do nothing like that. You know, like that went to the costume party.
Well, what was that event when Khadijah and I were supposed to go to Vegas? Oh, yeah. And all of a sudden, David was like, babe, I want you to be fucking honest with me.
I was like, you going there for the NBA Summer League?
Because
I
guess they were, and like on Twitter they were like, if your girl's gonna be in Vegas this weekend, like just stay by to your relationship. Yeah. And then I didn't end up going, and he was so happy about it. He was so happy about it.
It's funny because by the time you would have went, the summer league was like long gone anyway. Nah, but I fully trust you. I knew you wouldn't do nothing like that.
Then why'd you bring it to me? Because it was a legitimate question. You were like, is that where you're going?
So I just need you to know that I know that it's there.
Do you remember when we went to New York and your cousin Julie got invited to that NFL party?
Oh, yeah.
But it was girls only me and her.
I got all hyped because I thought I was going too.
No, I know.
I was like, hell yeah, let's go. And
she was like, no, David, not you. Just me and Nikki.
I was like, damn, bitch.
And then David was like, yeah, I'm fine with that. Like, you're going to be with my cousin. I was like, okay. So I was like, so hyped. Yeah. And then here comes his dad. And his dad looks at me. He was like, Nikki, you're not going. And I was like, what? And he was like, no, y'all not going. And Julie was like, why? And he was like, no, neither one of y'all going. It's funny because
my cousin's like, she's like 28 years old.
Yeah, like tall
she's like
as hell.
A graduate from Brown University, like a grown ass woman. He's like, hell no.
She's an attorney, y'all. She's an attorney. She's extremely intelligent, so nice. And it was just gonna be me and her. Mm-hmm. And she was like, yeah, like, because it was for the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl was in town. It was the Broncos versus Seahawks at this time, and so this was gonna be a Broncos like after party.
Yeah.
And David was like all jelly belly, but I wanted to go. I wanted to go. Shit. I was like, my first time in New York with like his family and like, but his dad came in so fast and he was like, no, y'all not going. And I was like,
it was funny because like that didn't even cross my mind. I was like, ew.
Yeah, he was like, it's dangerous. You guys can't go. And like, we're grown. And we were like, okay, fine, Dave.
I was like, oh, she's going with my cousin. It'll be fine.
Yeah, you like gave me the green light and your dad was like, the fuck?
Yeah,
I think the fuck not.
I mean, I trust my cousin Julie,
Nah, your dad shut that shit down so fast. But we wouldn't have done anything. It's just an experience.
No, I know. Like I said, I mean, but my dad, that shit was funny.
Your dad shut that shit down.
Okay. All right. Do women really have men in their phone saved as food?
No.
Like where women have certain guys that they use strictly to go on dates just to get free food. Is that a thing?
Not certain guys, but I have definitely known my friends who have gotten a week's worth of free meals by having just different dates. But not the same guy.
Oh no. Okay, it doesn't have to be the same guy, but they go on dates.
Oh yeah,
just
I've
for
had
free food.
Friends that were like in college and they were broke as fuck, and the only way that they ate is because they kept going on dates.
I respect it.
Yeah.
Have you ever gone on a date just for free food?
No.
What?
No. I really haven't.
If I was a girl, that's all I would never pay for.
Hell no, I cannot handle a whole ass conversation with somebody.
Yeah, that's kind of the trade-off.
Yeah, like it definitely is a trade-off. And some of my friends would have terrible experiences, but they're like, "Bitch, I ate," and I'm like, "Okay, whatever, girl."
That's why you just got to get it to go and be like, "My stomach hurts."
Yeah, can you box this up for me? It was so nice to meet you. I gotta go.
I got the shits. He's not gonna question you after that. Like, I got the shits.
Or it'd be like, it's that time of the month. I gotta go. And just kind of.
That ain't gonna work either. I'm like, that's fine with me.
No, it's not.
That mouth still works.
Men are gross.
People say I got the shits, and I'm like, I get it. You say you got a period, you can't relate to that.
That's true. That's
you say I got the bubble guts, you're like, oh girl, go take care of that.
Yeah, like let me know if you need anything. Let me know if you need me to drop
some Pepto-Bismol. Like, what do you need? I need
not bubble guts.
Yeah, no, don't use the period excuse because ain't no man gonna be able to relate to that.
That's true.
Is it true women struggle to stay friends, and why or why not?
Yeah, it's true that women struggle to stay friends.
Why?
Because just different factors. A lot of times you don't get along with each other's significant others, or just like you see them in an abusive relationship and you can't say anything, and then y'all fight about it, or your friend is trifling, trying to get with your man's, or I think those are the top 3.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
Yeah.
What's the pettiest reason you've lost a friend over? You don't have to answer if you don't want to. You don't have to out anybody.
I knew that one of my friends' boyfriends was texting me in the middle of the night, and I could not see her for weeks because she was in this new relationship, so I couldn't like talk to her and tell her. Finally, when I did see her and I showed her the text messages, these texts were coming from her phone, by the way, but I had been friends with her for fucking years and it just didn't sound like her. So when it was just me and her, I showed her my phone and I was like, hey, like you were kind of being weird the other night. Like, was this you? And she looked at my phone and she started fucking bawling and she was like, Nikki, that was not me. And I was like, I fucking knew it. And I was like, are you sure? Like, look at it. And she pulled out her phone. She went to the date. She had no record of it on her text, and he picked us up and she started fighting with him, and then she went home that night and we weren't friends after that because she stayed with him, and he said that he didn't do it, and she like told me that maybe she got drunk and texted me that stuff, and I was like, I think not. Yeah. So we stopped being friends because like I just wanted her to be happy. She ended up having a baby with him, and I just didn't want to complicate it.
Oh, I think I remember that.
Yeah.
Question number 6. In a women's friend group, do you guys have an appointed leader of a women's friend group?
No.
Okay, the reason I ask that is because some dumb chick the other day tweeted like something along the lines of, oh, I can't believe, or like something like, if your man's not the leader of his group, like you with a like bitch, or some dumb along those lines, were insinuating that men have some sort of weird like power structure. Let me tell you in something.
When I met all your friends and you, there was definitely not no leader.
Because that's not how dudes operate.
You guys meshed it together.
Like we're not the Power Rangers. Like we don't have the Red Ranger.
You're the Red Ranger, exactly.
Like we don't do that. Like, do women think men do that?
No, but I think that some women try to be like
we're not the Avengers,
star of the friend group.
That
like
makes
I've had
sense.
that, and you know who the hell I'm talking about.
Yeah,
where like they think that they're that one, but not really.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
But like in my friend group, like I think the biggest friend group I had was like 6 or 7 girls, and like there was definitely not like a leader.
No, no girl that took command.
No.
Laid out. Okay, yeah.
We either all agreed on it or we didn't.
I'm gonna be honest though, if there was like had to be a leader of a friend group, it wouldn't be me.
No,
I'm like, I don't know.
You're not taking initiative for all that
responsibility.
Hell no.
Like, man, I'm just trying to chill.
I think one of your friends wasn't the leader, but he was like the event planner.
Yeah, that's different.
Like he was the one like, this is what we're gonna be doing, guys. You guys come over to my house and blah, blah, blah. You know,
it's fine with me because I'm like, I just show up.
Exactly.
I just show up.
We just showed
you
up.
just tell me where like the party is, and I'll be there.
I guess technically speaking, he was the leader.
Yeah, it's not a leader.
Like he was the one providing all the alcohol. Baby.
Yeah, that's different.
Oh, right.
That's he is kind of just had like that role of just supplying the fun,
or like the party bus and stuff. Like
right, like he was basically an event planner. Yeah, like you said. Yeah,
okay.
that's pretty much it.
Oh, yeah.
But he wasn't. But he kind of just took that on his own. We weren't like, yeah, he's gonna take care of it.
Yeah, no.
It was just kind of like he just liked doing it. So we're like,
no, this is not a real life Mean Girls situation. There, nothing. No.
I will say though, dudes do have like an appointed dumb friend.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Why?
Because they're just dumb.
Oh.
Like,
okay.
There's just a dumb maybe.
Babe, was that you?
No. That was never me.
So which friend were you?
I was probably the friend that just clowned on everybody.
Oh, you were mean to people.
I was not mean.
Oh.
I just made fun of them.
Oh.
My friends.
Okay.
You know how Chicanos work?
Did you ever hurt their feelings?
Yeah.
Okay, then. You're mean.
That wasn't my fault.
My role was the crazy party one.
You can't just walk past me saying that I was mean. Like, I didn't bully nobody.
You were.
I didn't bully anybody.
You didn't bully nobody.
It was always in a loving manner.
No, you would make fun. Like it.
Like I never try to hurt feelings.
No, you never try to hurt feelings. But you're very funny, and you work well in a crowd when you're like, especially when you're drinking, and when you make everybody laugh about what you said about this one person. Even if it's not mean-spirited, it makes them feel bad. I've literally seen it in action. One of your friends get upset with you because you made a really fucking funny joke, and it was not mean-spirited.
And for the record, like,
but the fact
they can make fun of me too. Like, I'm not. I don't get mad if they make fun of me.
But not everybody has your wit, and not everybody has your comedic style and your timing and all that.
My Uncle Chris, when we saw him at my sister's wedding, he kind of opened up my eyes as to where I get that shit from. I was like.
Oh yeah, you guys are so much alike.
This guy, he brought his my uncle's like 55 something. He brings over his friend, and he's kind of like a bigger dude.
Yeah.
And he's like, his friend's like at the bar, and all of a sudden like this kind of beeping, like loud beeping starts going off, right? And he goes, "Hey Phil, is that your heart monitor going on?" Like just out loud in front of everybody. I was like, oh my God. I was like, geez, if that is, you're gonna have to give him mouth to mouth. He's like, I ain't giving him mouth to mouth. Just over here got COVID. Yeah, super spreader. I was like, God damn.
Your uncle's hella funny.
Yeah, and then he goes, I go, did you get the vaccine? He's like, nah, I didn't get the vaccine. He's like, I went to the doctor. Doctor said, you know what? You're so healthy that if you got the vaccine, you'd actually be less healthy. Shut the fuck That's up. What he said, I swear to God. I was like, oh, pussy. I was like, doctor told you that. He's like, yeah, like, doctor told you that. Hey, you get the vaccine. He's like, you get the vaccine, like, you're gonna be less healthy. That's how he talks.
Yeah, that's exactly how he talks.
Those motherfuckers a trip. But yeah, we got like. There's no leader, but there's like a dumb friend, a funny friend, a rich friend maybe. And then, you know how that goes.
Yeah.
It's more like a collection of like characters from The Office.
Ah, I see.
That's probably more accurate.
Okay.
Question number 7. Why do women believe so heavily in astrology?
Oh, God. Because men don't give us straight answers and we're trying to look for answers. That's why.
I don't know. I think
because y'all be going roundabout ways and like just omitting information, and we're trying to understand you.
It?
No, because a lot of that shit is kind of spot on.
You don't think having like sun sign, moon signs, moonshine signs?
Do you know
You gotta know what time of day you're born.
Do you know your sign?
What direction the window's blowing?
Do you know your sign?
I just know I'm a Pisces.
That makes sense to everyone, right? Comment down below. You know that he's a Pisces man now. Doesn't that make sense to you?
How does that make sense? Elaborate.
You're sensitivo.
I'm not sensitive.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Wait, sensitive how?
You're sensitive.
Like my feelings get hurt?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Nah, fuck that.
And I guess another big trait is like, you always make yourself the victim. And one time I took David down like this TikTok road of Pisces men.
Oh my God.
And every single video about Pisces men, women were like, throw them away. Yeah. Red flag, run the other way. Yeah.
I was like,
They were just shitting on your sign.
Sounds like sour grapes. Sounds like they had Pisces man and then were sad that they couldn't keep a Pisces man. That's what it sounded like. Sounded like regret.
Oh.
Sounded like sour grapes.
Oh, okay.
But you're lucky enough.
Am I?
But you know what I didn't like when we were doing that?
What?
But as we were going down, you're like, liking all the ones. And then like a random positive one would pop up and then she'd just be like, I was like, you're not going to like that one too?
He made me go back. He was like, nah, double tap that one.
Like that
double
one.
Tap that one. And I was
better
like,
help that positive one into the algorithm.
It was like barely a 3-second video. Like it wasn't even that, whatever.
Nah, you need help with the algorithm.
The majority consensus is that like Pisces men are kind of like a little bit of crybabies. That's all. You and my brother's signs are like the biggest crybaby male signs. Pisces and Cancer, and they're like best
I'm not
friends.
A crybaby.
And like, my brother's sensitivo too.
I'm not a crybaby.
Yes, you are. You just don't let nobody else see it.
Hey, calm down.
You wanted to go down this road.
You better calm down.
But the biggest thing is like women try to find answers, and we try to like feel secure in our decision, and I feel like astrology like kind of helps with that.
Sounds like a gateway drug to witchcraft, if you ask me.
Calm down. Calm down.
I feel like it's just a step away from potions and cauldrons.
Cauldrons? I don't know what cauldrons is.
Calm down. Don't correct me like that in front of company. What's wrong with you?
Company? Mom, you're gonna be sensitive, babe. It's okay.
It's just fake.
There's your answer. Next.
Moving on. Moving on. Question number 8. Why do women find the term female offensive?
I think it's just like, I don't know.
Such a female thing to say.
What do you feel if like I was like, yeah, this male.
Like,
this male came and talked to me.
I'm like, I think anatomically that's accurate, yeah.
Like I feel like,
I don't know, I get confused.
I don't know. I've used that term in the past because like some
female?
girls, because some girls like they'll say, "Oh, this bitch," or like they refer to other girls as like bitches or this my hoe, and I'm just like, what's the difference? I feel like it's not as bad, but some girls just really don't like being called female.
Do you get offended by the term female?
No.
Never really heard you talk about that. No.
I don't really. And like I've had guys call me like a female or like this female right here, and I'm like, yeah, you right.
Yeah, I feel like that's very. I feel like scientifically, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but like nobody refers to a man as a male. I think it's almost like animalistic, so it's like not
male.
It's not preferred, but yeah, I think it's definitely better than calling your friends like bitches and hoes.
I'm like, you think I'm postage?
Male. Yeah.
Oh man.
I personally don't get offended, but I can see why. Yeah.
Nah, I think I can't think of a word.
I always hear guys be like, yeah, females this and females that. I think they attached a negative connotation to that word.
For sure, yeah.
They definitely did, because then they usually use that word
definitely like
to explain why women are like ridiculous. Like, yeah, females.
Depends. Yeah, it depends on the inflection and context.
Yeah. Exactly. Like, and typically speaking, the context is not in a positive way. Kind
of like the word Jew. Like if you say Jew in one way, it can be offensive real fast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Watch yourself. My Thea's Jewish. Okay.
She's a...
Get out of here. Next question.
Question number 9. Why are women so drawn to true crime and attracted to serial killers?
I know why. And there's actually scientific proof to back this up.
Oh, God.
Do you know why we're so interested in crime? Let me tell you.
Okay.
So, apparently, it helps us to relax.
You guys are fucking psycho.
Because...
You guys are insane.
Wait a minute. No. It's because we get to...
I listen to ocean sounds, but that... Okay.
Let me finish. It's because it helps us, like... normalize what it is that women experience on an everyday basis, and we literally feel afraid everywhere that we go, and we're scared everywhere that we go, and this kind of normalizes it and puts it in more of like a controlled aspect where we can kind of be detectives of our own stories, and like we feel like it's not so out of nowhere, and we understand how scary those situations can be. So it's like one of those things where women really do find solace in like solving somebody else's crime and somebody else's story, because either we've been in a situation where we're really scared and it could have ended up that way, or we're just like scared everywhere we go. So and men don't like realize that.
So it's kind of like watching film to be like, to prepare.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. Like these are the different ways that something could happen to you.
Not like football, but
Yeah, okay.
So we're like, oh, so that's okay.
So, and like it does kind of prepare us, like, you know, like this story happened and like he came in through the window, like lock all your windows, and like kind of it being, but also helping another woman's story be solved.
That makes sense.
So,
and then you guys in the process fall in love with the serial killer.
What?
How's that part?
What? No, we don't usually fall in love with the serial killer. What the fuck are you talking about?
Women are attracted to the serial killers.
Not always.
Bitches wanted Ted Bundy. And like, who's the other guy?
Well, I mean, every serial killer, now that you mention
and that guy in L.A.
Yeah,
or not in L.A., but
the guy that was staying at the Cecil Hotel.
Yeah.
He
what's that guy's
Rodriguez.
What was the name? The Slasher or some shit?
Yeah, something like that. Oh man, I forgot his serial killer name.
Like, they be having groupies at the court.
Yeah, he had groupies. Charles Manson had groupies. Yeah. Jeffrey Dahmer had groupies. Women just they're lonely, and like I don't know what that part is, because like I've never found that type of shit attractive, but some women, yeah.
I'd rather just sleep surrounded by tigers.
And I'm just like, and people are like, oh my God, but he's like, he was just so abused as a child, and I'm like, he is a monster. He is a monster. So, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think you'd have the answer to that one.
Nope.
Number 10.
I was like, we just did
number 10.
Try to get an extra question in there.
Do women really prefer men that are kind of assholes to them versus men that are nice to them?
I hate this. I hate this so much. For me personally, no. You will straight up I will disappear on your ass if you're an asshole to me, even one time. Mm-hmm. Even one time. Some women, they don't like nice guys. They feel like they can walk all over them. Like they need somebody to like not control them, but like have like a controlling aspect to them where like they feel protected and they feel like, you know, this guy like will look out for them and have like a sense of ownership over them. Some women do enjoy that. I personally don't. A lot of my friends don't. But some women find that hot. Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. A lot of the guys that like I talk to,
they're like, talk dirty to me, like, shut up, bitch. Like,
I don't fucking know. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I think that's true more times than it's not. If I had to guess.
That girls like, and you know what, I have heard, unfortunately, I've heard like friends of mine and girls at school that were like, oh, he was just too nice. Like he was just kind of like boring. And I was like, what?
Yeah. Like, I don't think I was ever too nice, but.
You were not nice.
I was not like an asshole. I don't think I'm an asshole. Am I an asshole?
No, you're not an asshole.
Was I an asshole to you? I mean, I talk a lot of shit.
You're not an asshole to me.
Like, I just talk a lot of shit, but like in a nice, in a playful way.
Sometimes you think you're being playful, but then you get on my nerves.
No.
And then like I talk shit back and people are like, don't be mean to David. And I'm like, he is the biggest shit talker ever. Like every girl that he's ever been with has the same fucking thing about him where like he just talks so much shit.
But like in a playful way.
Whatever. Like one time I was like, babe, why are you being so mean to me? Like, why are you picking on me? He was like, I'm just flirting.
I just flirt.
Nah.
I just be flirting with you.
You can flirt with me in a nice way. Call me beautiful. Tell me how much you love me.
Why? So you can say I'm too nice?
No. I'm already with you, obviously. I'm already with you.
I got to keep it fresh.
Wait, so do you like super nice girls? Like super sweet, like you know, isn't a smart ass?
I don't think that exists.
Wow.
No, I tend to find that like if a girl's not really a smart ass, then they tend to not like be smart in general. Because like, okay, so you have a quick wit, which is what really worked for me.
Because you were just talking shit to me.
Yeah, because I went up to you and I was like, oh. And I was like, how old are you? And I was like 22. And you're like, I'm 20. I was like, oh, damn. I was like, man, you too young. You know, you still checking under your bed for monsters and shit. And she's like, oh, like, look at you using a fucking fake ID to get in here. I was like, excuse me? It's like, I'm older than you. What are you talking about?
So you should have seen his face when I was first talking shit to him. He was like,
I didn't have this luscious beard that I have now.
He looked like a baby, you guys. He looked like a baby. He looked like a kid. I was like, what are you even doing here? You drive here in your mom's car?
So I was like, oh, okay, so that's how it's gonna be.
Yeah, that's how it's gonna be. And then he was like, can I get you a drink? And I was like, I already told you I'm not even 21. Like, I'm not gonna accept alcohol from you. And he was like, who said I offered you alcohol? I meant like water. He was like, what the fuck? And I was like, really? Okay. Then why didn't you just say water? He was like, water's a drink. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, that's how our conversation was going.
Yeah, that's exactly how it started. Which I was offended because I legitimately just meant like, I just meant anything to drink. Like,
if we're in a club and a man asks you, can I buy you a drink?
But like, I never operated like that. You're the first woman that I've ever asked if I could buy them a drink. Ever.
I did not know that.
So I was like, whatever you want. And she's like, I'm not 21. I was like, I don't know. Do you want a Capri Sun? Like, what do you want?
Maybe. You shitting on Capri Suns. Them shits are good.
Yeah, I'm getting a Capri Sun. That's what I was going to get.
Nah, you were already 2 shots in when you were talking to me. You were
that's
nervous?
True.
Were you nervous?
No, I wasn't nervous.
Damn.
No.
The confidence.
Well, it wasn't really confidence. It was more so like, whatever happens, going to happen. So, you know.
Yeah.
If she says no, that's cool.
Wow. You wouldn't have even been disappointed?
Oh, yeah, I would have been disappointed.
I think you would have been like, fuck you too, bitch.
No, that was my friend Hector.
That was your friend Hector? I used to tell Hector, like, just calm down. Hector's they don't have to dance with you.
Girls will walk by and he'd be like, hey, beautiful. And then they look back and be like, and he was literally, like, just look back and be like, Then they walk off and they go, well, fuck you, bitch.
I know. I used to go up to him and smack him on the arm. I was like, shut the fuck up, Hector. God, stop being so creepy.
Hector was funny.
Yeah, he was funny. He's one of my really good friends. Like, at one point, like, I was really, really good friends with David's friends, and they were just all awkward in their own way. So I would, like, try to help him out in the club because it just wasn't working. It wasn't clicking.
Yeah,
But apparently you had no problem talking to women, so.
I had no problem?
No, apparently not.
Oh, I got rejected a lot. What do you mean?
Yeah, but what made you keep trying? Because, like, your friends were really, like, they could not stand rejection.
I think they were more afraid of it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I wasn't scared of rejection.
Once you get over the fear of being rejected, then you just move on. Like you're at a club, there's a bunch of girls there. Why would you?
Wow.
Why would you cry if one said no?
Wow.
You don't even know her. You know?
Yeah. Well, now I know if I would have said no, you would have been fine. Your life.
And it worked out for me because I got rejected like 2 or 3 times before I talked to you.
The fact that he tells me that I'm not the first girl he talked to at the club, like,
yeah, I was just like, all right, whatever.
And it was pretty early on in the night, okay? Like, so you must have came in right away and was like, hey,
it was not early.
Hey, you want to dance? Yes, it was. It was not that late.
The club was about to close.
No, it wasn't.
It was like, it had to have been like past midnight.
No,
when I talked to you.
Yeah, because we got there at like 11:30, so we had just gotten there.
Oh, that's why it seems like early for you because you just got there.
Who the fuck gets there like before then?
Oh, I was already downtown.
Yeah, going to an all-white party with your black shoes.
Man, calm down. I wasn't expecting to go.
Whatever.
So I was like, whatever.
Well.
And then, yeah, I think they just get afraid to be rejected. But I don't know.
I don't even remember what it's like being single. I'm glad about that too, because like I'm not cut out for it.
Yeah, like all these questions. I never had some of these questions when I was single. Just like kind of new.
Plus,
shit.
like single life is so different now.
Like,
so different.
Like the whole "hey, I fell asleep" thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, ooh.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, that's not good.
Yeah.
Or Anthony was like, if your girl went to the Von Miller Halloween party, relax, just focus on yourself.
Yeah.
I was like, oh God, I don't even know what I would do. Like if I was talking to a girl and I just knew that shit was going, or like somebody posted a picture of Squidward like depressed, and then like she just posted a picture of her costume in a hotel room.
Oh shit!
Like, oh yeah. People are like, I'll be shitting and throwing up. Well, that'll do it for today's episode.
Yeah, well, I hope I answered all of the questions that you had.
Yeah, those are good question.
So you're telling me that next week is my chance to ask you?
Yeah.
Fine. Everybody down below, if you're watching this on YouTube, comment down below any questions that you guys would like me to ask David in next week's episode, to ask from a man's perspective, because I know that we all have our own questions. Right, ladies?
And also feel free to comment down below if you agree or disagree with Nikki's answers for today's question. You can also @ us on Twitter at the His Ex Hers Pod.
Yep.
You can also find us on Instagram and TikTok at the His Ex Hers Pod. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at David Cisneros, and you can find Nikki
on Instagram at Nikki Glamour and on Twitter at Nikki_Glamour.
If you're watching this video on YouTube, please make sure you like this video.
Please
turn on notifications and subscribe to this channel. We are putting up episodes every week, every Thursday at 12 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 11 a.m. Pacific Time, and then 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
You guys, we are so close to getting to, 81,000?
Yeah, right now we're sitting at... You're sitting at 80,927 subscribers.
Okay, you guys, we're about to hit 81,000. If you guys get us to 81,000 by next week, we will host a giveaway to get you guys prepared for the Christmas season. We got some really cool little gifts, and we were also thinking about doing some DIY things that we can send out to you guys. So definitely subscribe. We would love to have you be a part of our His and Hers Pod fam. So yeah, we love y'all, and we will see your finest in our next episode 41.
Bye.
Peace out.